Under the budget allocations, the allowance for differently abled individuals increased from 3,000 rupees to 5,000 rupees per month, for which a total of 4,320 million rupees has been allocated for this purpose. Minister of Finance Mangala Samaraveera also announced the launch of the Scholarship for Educational Excellence Fund to facilitate the country's top performers at physical science, biological science, technology, commerce and arts at the advanced level examinations held each year to pursue their undergraduate education at top universities such as Harvard, MIT, Oxford and Cambridge. The first batch will be chosen from the 2019 A-level batch in August. In the meantime, 2,410 million rupees has been allocated to complete the canals and headworks of 7 major projects this year. This include Dadru project, the Manik Ganga Reservoir project and the Morana Reservoir project, which will directly benefit almost 21,000 families engaging in agriculture. Furthermore, the national building tax on foreign currency receipts of tourist hotels registered with Sri Lanka Tourism Development Authority will also be removed. Highlighting the limited participation of women in the workforce, the minister stated that the budget will facilitate in supporting working mothers by allowing 50% of the salary cost of the mandatory 3 months maternity leave granted as an additional deduction in calculating their corporate taxation, subject to a maximum of 20,000 rupees per employee per month. In the meantime, a home sweet home loan scheme was proposed for newly wedded couples, which provide a concessionary loan up to 10 million rupees at a 6-point interest rate with a repayment period of 25 years. Meanwhile, Dream Home loans will be introduced for registered migrant workers under Enterprise Sri Lanka, where they will be able to obtain a loan of 10 million rupees where the government will bear 75% of interest cost and where the tenure of the loan will be a maximum of 15 years with a 2-year grace period. Under the budget for this year, Enterprise Sri Lanka project is to be expanded to provide concessionary loans of up to 500 million rupees to facilitate young entrepreneurs. In the meantime, a special allowance of 2,500 rupees will be paid from 1st of July to all government employees. According to the proposed budget, in order to streamline the Samurdhi program in a more effective manner, 10,000 billion rupees has been allocated to facilitate the addition of around 600,000 deserving households. Meanwhile, allowances of armed forces is expected to be increased, with commando allowance to be increased to 5,000 rupees and housing rent allowance for security force personnel to be increased by 100%. Stating that the Suvasari ambulance service has been a success, the minister highlighted that 300 base stations for the service will be set up in 2 years at a cost of 600 million rupees. Meanwhile, three-wheelers will be supported through a concessionary loan titled Mini Taxi Electric Three-Wheeler under Enterprise Sri Lanka loan scheme to be upgraded into electric three-wheelers and small cars. The government will bear 75% of the interest rate. Furthermore, revision of excise duty and implementation of luxury tax on motor vehicles will be effective from 6th of this month. The revision of the excise duty will have a minimal impact on smaller personal vehicles. In the meantime, import tax on petrol vehicles below 800cc capacity increased by 150,000 rupees, while vehicles below 1000cc will be increased by 175,000 rupees. Meanwhile, the import tax on petrol vehicles below 1300cc capacity will be increased by 500,000 rupees. Furthermore, the toll on expressway will be increased by 100 rupees during peak hours effective from 1st of April. It has also been proposed to increase the tax on casinos from 200 million rupees to 400 million rupees. Moreover, a casino entrance fee of $50 per person will be charged effective from 1st June, and the license fee of casinos will be increased from 200 million rupees to 400 million rupees per annum and Regino Games to 1 million rupees per annum. The casino turnover levy will be charged at 15%, and these new charges will be effective from 1st of April. In the meantime, excise duty on locally manufactured alcohol and a tax on cigarettes will be increased from midnight today. A nation-building tax of 3.5% will be introduced in place of existing stamp duty on all foreign payments made by using credit cards and debit cards. Recognizing the costs inherent in the tourism sector, Minister Samaraveera said that the nation-building tax on foreign currency receipts by tourist hotels registered by the Sri Lanka Tourism Development Authority will be lifted, and it is proposed to make it mandatory for travel agents to remit funds to hotels in US dollars when invoiced in US dollars. A proposal to remove custom import duty and cess on go-karts and the tyres used in go-karts was also brought in. Under the budget, the Office of the Missing Persons will be adequately resourced to support families of all missing persons island-wide, including the MIAs of the armed forces and the police who have obtained certificates of absence. They will be provided 6,000 rupees per month until the Office of Reparations is established and their cases are resolved.